Welcome back to Streamline Entertainment. It's your boy Marvin. We're going to be discussing a thought by Robert Greene on what he thinks of Andrew Tate. Robert Greene is an American author of books on strategy, power and seduction. He has written 7 international bestsellers, including The 48 Laws of Power. This man is extremely intelligent. So we're going to get straight into the video and my thoughts on it as well. Let's get straight into it.
So men have a feminine side to them, which if you try to repress it will come out in other ways. And women have a masculine side to them. I think Jung described this very well with the anima and the animus, which I think is extremely real. It's very confusing times for both men and for women right now. We don't know the roles that everything is just so fluid, and it's very difficult, particularly if you're young. So young women are getting this idea that everything should be equal and that women should have, and of course it's right, should be paid the same and should have the same career opportunities. There should be no prejudice or harassment or anything. But at the same time, on social media, it's all about looking perfect, and looks are...
I think the time has changed so much recently. I think especially over the last 5 years, I think women are speaking up a lot more for very good points. I think feminism can sometimes be taken out of context, depending on who's talking. I think I do think the changes in the world, especially for young people, are sometimes too much to actually take in. At the end of the day, about gender profiles, do I want to be female, do I want to be male? I think it's more than ever, but I think we're just living in a system where things are so easily accessible now. And I think people talk a lot more about their feelings, whereas years and years ago, say 20 years ago, you wouldn't hardly say that you were gay unless people knew you in the neighbourhood as gay or lesbian. Do you know what I mean? I think it's more now taken with a pinch of salt. But, there are a lot of people against that. I'm one of those people. Look, if you want to be who you want to be, and if you're gay or lesbian, then so be it. As long as you're happy in yourself, as long as you know where you're going, I think that's the most important credibility and important thing I can put in the human heart. I never judge people on what they believe in or who they are at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? Because like I said, a lot of people judge people they don't know, which is completely wrong.
Are incredibly important, and if you're not hot, you're in terrible trouble. And a lot of young girls are extremely confused by this. They're getting mixed signals, right? And boys are even in perhaps even worse circumstance, where being masculine is seen as something negative. So we don't have any ideals out there anymore of what constitutes a good positive form of femininity and a good positive form of masculinity. In fact, we even think that there shouldn't be anything like that there's no such thing as being masculine or feminine or whatever. It's very confusing. And so, I think of masculine traits that I think are very positive, that should be out there to kind of counteract the sort of Andrew Tate seduction that a lot of young men are falling for. And it's a kind of an inner strength where you're sort of in control of your emotions. You're not invulnerable, etc. But you can take criticism, you can take you can have moments of failure and you'll bounce back, but you have a kind of inner resilience and a kind of inner strength, a kind of a quiet.
I think the way everybody's different. Some people like the Andrew Tate sort of sometimes I don't care kind of attitude, but I think that's not who he really is. That's just like, be strong, be manly at the end of the day, but not everyone can actually do what he can do. What I believe in, I just see things as face value. I see things that I'm not rich. I've got businesses, but I'm not rich. But there's a lot of people who would love to say, but Andrew Tate, he's got a lot of power behind him. Yes, he did build it from scratch. Yes, he did have the support of his family, at the end of the day, his brother, and build his empire. I know that he was from Luton, and basically he didn't grow up with too much. I could understand that he's made it, but you can talk like that when you've made it. Once you're sometimes in a bit of a hole, should I say, especially as a man, it's very, very hard to get yourself out of it. And he's been talking about depression, that no one could be depressed. I think people can be depressed at the end of the day, and it takes a lot of mental fortitude to get yourself out of it. I can understand what you're saying. You've got to make yourself do things that you don't want to do, make yourself uncomfortable to be comfortable, and I think that's important.
Calm that I think used to be exemplified in movie icons like a Gary Cooper type thing, right? And that kind of sense of inner calmness where you're not hysterical, you're not getting upset about everything that happens, where you have a kind of an inner strength and a confidence, and you can withstand kind of what Ryan Holiday talks about a lot about with stoicism. You can withstand all of the hardships in life, but you have that citadel within you, is a very, very powerful form of masculinity, as opposed to it's all about sleeping with a lot of women, having really fast cars, being abusive and being a bully, etc., etc. These are signs of weakness, of insecurity. And to be masculine should be a sense of security and inner confidence and inner strength, right? And that's what we should venerate in our culture, and we should have icons like that.
Interesting. I think it's up to individual persons to see how they see things. I like Andrew Tate as a businessman. I think he's successful. I know that he's going through a court case and stuff like that. I do like his sort of get up and go. I do find it sometimes inspirational for me, because I have to. I'm one of those guys that has to motivate myself. Sometimes I gym. Sometimes I get back, I'm really tired, and I need, sometimes it's a hit or come on, a bit of rocky music to I got home gym to do it. Do you know what I mean? And it's not easy. Do you know what I mean? To be the same every day. So, but I love being motivated. I'm a person that at the end of the day just gets on with it, and it's very, very important to do that. Yes, I think Robert Greene got some great thoughts and got a great way of speaking, but it's very, very important to find your own avenue. Take different things from people that you find that inspirational. I don't take everything. Some of the stuff that Andrew Tate says I take with a pinch of salt. Some of it is very, very motivational, and it depends on what you actually think of that person. Let me know your thoughts on Andrew Tate, both male and female. Let me know what your thoughts on Andrew Tate, and was Robert Greene's thoughts good too? Let us know, and don't forget to subscribe to Streamline Entertainment and support my channel. Click on the likes too. Thank you.